Yo, what's up guys? We got pokeaimMD here. Today we have another Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl moveset video guide on how to use Jirachi. Jirachi is an excellent defensive and offensive Pokemon, and with Latios being one of the most used Pokemon in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, Jirachi has a really nice position in the meta as a check to it. Now, if you guys do enjoy these videos, make sure you leave a like. Let me know which Pokemon you guys want to see next, and of course, if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. I'm on my way to 300k. That is my end of next year goal, and I'm uploading moveset video guides, showdown lives, Wi-Fi battles, talking videos, discussion, doesn't matter, everything Pokemon. So if you like that, 2 to 3 times a day. So if you like that, feel free to subscribe. So the first set of Jirachi is the Doom Desire support set. So what is the purpose of this set? Doom Desire is basically a steel type attack that comes out later, and this is really cool because with Fairy being one of the better types, especially on Clefable, and Clefable being one of the best checks besides Scizor to Latios, Doom Desire allows you to kind of muscle through that Pokemon. So the way Doom Desire works is that it's a 140 base power move, and it hits 2 turns after being used. So you go for Doom Desire, you U-turn out, you bring out Latios. By the time you're Psychicking on a Clefable, Psychic and Doom Desire comes out, and you're doing a ton of damage to that Clefable, or you're knocking it out, depending. It's special defensive, that way it can take on Latios. That is the main purpose of Jirachi. Also, to pseudo-check Alakazam, Shadow Ball is super effective on Jirachi, so that's something you do have to worry about, but it won't be able to knock it out because of the special defense EVs. You have enough speed for Adamant Breloom. The rest is basically, this can Stealth Rock for your team if you really want to. It's calm natured, even though you do have a physical and a special attack, but mainly because the U-turn's only there for momentum. It's not really necessary to do damage to something. It's just what you want to do with this Pokemon is you want to get off some momentum with it. So you want to take a hit and you want to let your teammates come in. That's basically the whole goal behind this Pokemon. But you do have Stealth Rock as well to help your team. And your last move can kind of be what your team needs. Thunder Wave allows you to slow down Pokemon, maybe even give them the ability to not move for a turn or two. And then Healing Wish lets you sacrifice yourself but fully bring back another Pokemon. It can also be stored, meaning you can go for it and bring out a Pokemon at full HP. Healing Wish will not activate, and later if you bring out a Pokemon that's already taken damage, Healing Wish will activate on that. So it really depends on what your team needs, but this Jirachi is just full-on support for your team. The next set is also support for your team, one, but without Healing Wish, but with regular Wish. So it's Wish, Protect, U-turn, and Doom Desire. Very similar, except for using Stealth Rock or Thunder Wave. The goal of this thing is to provide longevity for itself with Wish and Protect. Protect so you can get your wishes, and then also for your teammates, which you can get to them by going for U-turn. Again, faster than Adamant Breloom, just so you can U-turn out of there after, maybe even Protect, and potentially wake up, go for a Doom Desire, U-turn, Protect. Beat it 1v1 depending as well. Still calm nature as well, same EV spread as before. You guys can easily go faster than other variations, I think, of Breloom and Mamoswine and whatever you want as well, but I think that does hurt its ability to take on Latios, which is the main thing, whereas Jirachi is able to take on every set from Choice Specs Latios. So, and there's no Mystical Fire in this game for Latios currently at this point in time. So this just allows Latios to just be walled completely by Jirachi. You provide that longevity for yourself and for your team, Doom Desire, and then U-turn. And maybe you want to use this Pokemon on Trick Room. It's a fantastic Trick Roomer. Very similar, again, EV spread. While Trick Room Mons benefit from being slow, Jirachi has the great typing because Trick Room Mons are still also very weak to Latios, right? Cresselia still doesn't appreciate a Specs Draco, even though it's very bulky. It can live one, but Uxie doesn't appreciate a Specs Draco, but it can live one. And none of the max HP Mons on Trick Room really want to take a Draco besides a Azumarill because it's immune to it. But yeah, so you can provide Stealth Rock support for your team. You can provide U-turn. You set up the Trick Room and you U-turn. Typically, you'll be faster than Jirachi, or with Jirachi than another Pokemon, but that's usually good because you want to set up the Trick Room and then you want to get a safe U-turn out into your threat. And then you can also provide Healing Wish later when Jirachi has done its role of setting up Trick Room, or you want to play something recklessly and bring it back. Healing Wish allows you to do that. So those are kind of all ways where Jirachi can be a support Pokemon for any different team. And again, EV spreads are kind of up to you. I just did this, but you can definitely go faster and start things. Like Thunder Wave variants can go faster than like Adamant Dragonite if they really want to. Jirachi doesn't have access to Iron Head at the moment, which really sucks for it. But hopefully it does get it back soon, and then you can see some annoying stuff with Iron Head flinching. So next up we have is Choice Scarf. Now it doesn't have Iron Head, but it does have Meteor Mash, and it does have Zen Headbutt. So Zen Headbutt has a 20% chance to flinch, but because of Serene Grace, it has a 40% chance to flinch the opponent. This is also just a decent move versus like Gengar, so you can knock it out with that. You have U-turn for momentum. Maybe your team is offensive and it wants a dragon check for the squad, but not something that really just slows you down. Maybe the support Jirachi says a little bit too slow for you. So enter Choice Scarf Jirachi. You can live at least one Draco from Choice Specs Latios. You turn out to get a lot of damage off. You have Meteor Mash just for the fairies as well, like Clefable. And it's just a strong move in general, and it has a 40% chance to get an attack raise because of Serene Grace, which is pretty crazy. And then of course, you provide Healing Wish support for your team while also being faster than things like Alakazam and checking that too. So you can provide Healing Wish support for your squad. You can also check certain Pokemon. Again, if Ironhead was on this set or Ironhead was in the game, you put it on this set over Meteor Mash and it would give you a 60% chance to flinch the opponent because of Serene Grace, but it's not, so Meteor Mash is what you do. But max speed, max HP, max speed, max attack for special defense. That's just the nature of this thing. And again, the goal is to U-turn out, scare out threats, check certain threats, and also just provide Healing Wish support for your squad. Now, while we have Choice Scarf, we also have to mention Choice Bam, because Choice Bam Meteor Mash is pretty cool. You can knock out special defensive Clefable in one hit, which is really nice considering Clefable really disrespects Jirachi right now by staying in on it and going for flamethrowers or stealth rock or not carrying. Just because Jirachi doesn't have access to Ironhead, Clefable doesn't usually have to fear a one-hit KO from Jirachi currently, or at least a two-hit KO. Especially because Doom Desire takes 2 turns after the attack, so Clefable can stay in for a turn. But with this, you can knock out Clef. Zen Headbutt, just a nice move for flinching, 40%. U-turn still keeps the momentum, and then you just have Drain Punch for coverage. It just gives you a way of 2-hit KOing Heatran with Stealth Rock. And that's like the main reasoning behind it. You just wanted some coverage. Also can help you versus Tyranitar if you don't want to miss Meteor Mash. It's a 4 times effective move. And also just giving you some recovery. You're not really going to be sweeping much with Drain Punch. You're not really going to be doing even too much, just because while it does have base 100 across the board, it's still not the strongest Pokemon, but it still gives you some options. And the cool thing, again, Meteor Mash has a 40% chance because of Serene Grace to raise your attack +1. So you get the Choice Band, you raise your attack. Imagine just being able to spam Meteor Mashing and winning with this move. So really, really cool set as well. The next set we have is a Calm Mind offensive Jirachi. Now, while there is no hidden power fire or ground right now, so your best option versus Heatran is like Thunderbolt, Thunder, or I guess Water Pulse if you want to try that. It's pretty weak unless you're fighting on a rain team, depending on what metagame you're playing. But Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, and Psychic basically has damn near perfect coverage. Then you have Flash Cannon for the unaware mons, like Shedinja's like one of the few mons that can actually wall this thing just based on typing alone. But Calm Mind, Thunderbolt, Psychic, Flash Cannon, max speed, max special attack, just an offensive Jirachi variant. You could probably put Grass Knot on something if you didn't want to have Thunderbolt. I like Thunderbolt for Starmie, I like Thunderbolt for Skarmory, I like Thunderbolt as a neutral move for Scizor. Dazzling Gleam could potentially be an option too, or Shadow Ball over Flash Cannon if you want something that can hit like Lottie better. But you can set up before Lottie comes in and it can't even trick you because there's no trick for Latios right now. And you can just tank multiple hits from it as well. And again, Flash Cannon is just, I mean, it's good because it's covered versus Clefable, and especially unaware Clefable can be a little bit annoying for you too. But this is just using Jirachi as a more special setup sweeper. I think Manaphy does it better just because of Water, Ice, Grass is incredible coverage and, you know, stab on the water and stuff like that. But this Jirachi, you know, being able to be faster than Mamoswine and at +1 knocking it out and just picking up surprise KOs in certain Pokemon where they don't expect you to be a fast offensive Jirachi can really come into play, like Breloom, for instance, just being outsped. And speaking of Breloom, we have the final set, which is the Wish, Calm Mind, Psychic, and Thunderbolt set. And this set can beat Blissey 1v1 because you have Wish for the recovery. And yeah, so max HP, 144 defense, 264, well, 112 speed, which hits 264. The reason you're 112 speed is because you want to be faster than Breloom. You want to be faster than something that can put you to sleep, and you can threaten it with a Psychic. Especially at +1, you're knocking out, you know, Breloom, even if it has HP investment. So the rest will just put into HP and defense. This can let you potentially take like Earthquakes from Gliscor. This can even let you take an Earthquake from Garchomp. So if you're boosted up to +5 or 6 and you want to be able to KO Garchomp, you could take an Earthquake because of your HP and defense investment, and then you can deal with it via Psychic. Thunderbolt, just Psychic and electric coverage, really good. Besides like a Steelix and Shedinja, like I said, mons like that, you are basically not walled, so it's pretty cool. Giving you some nice neutral coverage. And of course, the Wish not only helps you, but you're also helping out your teammates as well. So you can use this to not only be a switching to Latios if you really wanted to, even though you're not special defensive, you are defensive. But you can, and you can also use it to provide wish support for the rest of your team. But that's basically all I have. And also you have a 20% chance to get the Thunderbolt para, as well as 20% chance to get a Spadef drop. And again, with the wish support, you can actually beat Blissey 1v1 unless you get really, really, really unlucky with the full paras from Thunderwave. But that's basically all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this JIRACHI moveset guide. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Feel free to check out my merch. That link is down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, my friends.